we're back. Yeah, let's go back. I'm gonna go back to this one over here real quick. I have that one. It's gonna be good for like a shot of the drums and stuff, but not right now. Um, Plus, I'm already kind of used to the other ones, so that yeah, it'll be a good switch. I like how it's like you can see everything in here. That's really cool. Like I said, you can do a whole studio tour right here. It's pretty cool. So let's go back to this one. No, not that one. This one. I want to do this one real fast because I've been told at times that I can my presence can be soothing. Just sometimes just hear my voice and whatever, and I can honestly listen as long as I can talk, and I've been talking for a long time, and I can listen. I can listen. I can suspend whatever I think and feel and just listen to what you have to say. I mean, I might make opinions all the time, but as far as talking, I'll only ask to like further define so I understand what you're talking about. I'll listen just as long as needed, you know? Um, if you'd like to do a private one of these chats, I wouldn't mind doing that. If you don't want to like actually talk, just do a chat. If you'd like to do a Facebook chat or something like that or whatever, I'll do a private chat, no problem. There's no charge or thing. It is a limited time offer because I'm 48 and God only knows how much time I have left. But for anybody that's interested, you want to talk about God, you want to talk about the universe. Sometimes it's embarrassing to talk out in public, whatever. You want to talk about drugs, you know. I won't glorify it. I won't do that. But I'll talk honest. Like if you have some honest questions and you'd rather ask in private, hit me up. In the description, there's my address, which is cheapgearguy@hotmail.com. Use it if you need it, especially if you need it. Use it. If I check my mail pretty often, I'm really sitting around here doing shit, so I can set up a private thing, and then I can email you back with a private link to like my chat. When I see you sign in, just say, hey, we can just talk and whatever. I just rather just, sit back, play some music and stuff, and make some jokes. All right? Me and Roy are gonna do some things here. I'll do fucking 3 hours. I don't give a shit. When I left that first session academy, and I was like, I think I know what I want to do. I want to be helpful. I want to be, in the ear for people that need it. I had to get my shit together where I could actually do that because that's it's kind of fucked up to go out there and try and be support for somebody and you can't stand yourself. Both ways, Um, you can't look at reality, or actually the person that you're dealing with, the reality they're actually dealing with. If you're trying to, as long as you're trying to use like a book to prescribe some things, you hear something in their life, and you see this like this an easy scapegoat. The main things that I've noticed about therapists and why therapy would never work for me is because, like I said, they try to slow walk you to an epiphany. They don't really do anything. They basically have you talk about your problems. They're paid to listen to you talk about your problems. Which is sad as fuck. The thought of it makes like having to pay someone to listen to my problems makes me want to shoot myself in the fucking face. I don't have any friends that would care to listen. Um, Hell, I don't have me who would want to care to listen. That's how this got started. Um, but yeah, if I can be helpful in any kind of way, I'd like to be. I've been through some fucked up shit, so like I said, I don't judge. I make opinions, which I'm allowed to do. Everyone's allowed to do that. I don't judge. Um, so I can talk about all kinds of shit, I've got. Yeah, I don't talk about that. I'm not talking about that. Don't know what you're talking about. So, have to know you a lot better. But so, yeah, I don't judge. So if you just need someone to hear you, if you got some fucking crazy shit to say, I don't care. Go ahead, let it out. Sometimes I feel like a fucking imitation doll. Okay. Sometimes I wish I could just dress everyone as furry. I'm not a furry. I just wish everybody around was furry so I could drop kick them in the face. Okay. Why? I don't know. It's like a big punch. Yeah, but kind of like a knob rock'em sock'em. Yeah, with real people walking. Could it just be like if they were robots and stuff? Like no, it has to be people that feel it. Yeah. Is it because it's funny? Because like you imagine them inside going, because they don't actually feel it, but they bump into each other. Yeah, I get it, but you can't do that. Like no, but I get it. It would be funny. There's so many times I see like an old lady walking with like a salad or something, and I would just think how funny it'd be to walk up and go, wham, and either like just smack. I would never do it, but I'm just like, because like it would be so unexpected. This nice old lady just eating, walking her salad, and just walk up and just smack it out of her hands and just salad all over the floor, and then just walk away. Oh, I'd never do it, but the thought of it is funny as shit to me. Because I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. But just like I mean, as a virtual for a sketch for a movie, yeah, I'm always sketching for movies and stuff. And that's why I guess what gives me permission to do some shit like that is because like I would never do it, but for a movie scene, I could easily see some guys tired of waiting. God damn it! He's talking to like the popcorn guy in another thing, at another booth. And then just salad, just either like if you don't, and like the salad just goes everywhere. I can see that kind of shit. It'd be funny in a movie. See, yeah, now it starts being funny again. Oh no, it's terrible in a movie. Yeah, yeah. Now you're following what I'm saying. I'd never do it, but in a movie, I'd find some lady who's like, "Oh yeah, out for how much you paying? A couple. It's just a small scene. You just get a salad blast in your face, not a salad test. No, we're not tossing any salads that way, ma'am. Please put your pants back on, ma'am. I told you it's not that kind of salad. Well, I just thought if you're tossing salad, no, no, no. So there's gonna be salad thrown upon you. Another $2,000. How about 20? Yeah, 20's a 20. That was fucking funny. Mike Patton had a t-shirt that says "I'm not gay, but $20 is or $20 is $20." And Buzz Osborne from the Melvins is having like a one, and he's like, like he's pondering it. I mean, $20 is $20. So is $1 a dollar? Are these rules we're playing by? What are we doing today? But I left ketamine therapy the first time. Like, yeah, I'd like to do something. I'd like to help people out. I'd like to, in whatever way I can, I'd like to be helpful. And so I've been just doing my best to be helpful since then. Like, I'm kind of hoping that she'll let me do one more, for nostril. Especially if I go in Wednesday. If I go in Wednesday and my blood pressure's fine, and then I come back like say Monday, and the lisinopril has fully kicked in because that'd be about 2 weeks that I've been on it, and it should be fully kicked in. If she does my blood pressure at the third one, and I'm still like under what I normally do, like like 170 over 80. One more. She might do it. I asked her today. I was starting to. She brought the first one in. I popped it. I was like, yeah, in case you're wondering, yeah, you want to do like a paper or something like that? I'm full. I'm an open book. I'll talk about what the fuck ever. I don't care. Um, she's like, actually, you're gonna be in there's a database. They're keeping track of people that are doing ketamine. Um, so she's like, actually, you're kind of already in the study. You're not gonna. I mean, you're taking part in the study, but not. It's like a double blind. She said, she's not in that shit. Um, but I'm like, yeah. I mean, if they ever need to talk to somebody, and she started talking about right about then is when it started kicking in. There's another thing that they're doing. I don't know. But yeah. I might remember if I start reading my journal. You know? It's very weird, man. It's almost like a little bit of time travel almost. You know? It's like this blank spot where like miracles can happen in your life. You know what I mean? Like you can process like what you need. Does that make sense? And you can guilt free going, I need this, I need this, I need this, I need this, I need this. You know? Because you do. There's certain things you need. And oftentimes like either you don't believe that you're worthy of it or whatever. And so you don't really strive for it or push for it or think you can actually do it. In my case, like I said, wanted to I wanted to play as well as I played on opiates all the time. So when I'd get really, really high, I was not there. I wasn't intrusive. I wasn't thinking about, well, this sounds good or not, and I could just play. And I just stepped away from it. So therefore, I always said it was more the opiates I was doing that because if I focus on what I'm doing, it's gonna go to shit. I'm going to judge everything. I'm going to judge every note. Does that note sound nice to this note to that note? But if I'm high as shit, I don't give a fuck. I'll make it sound good. You know, I'll bend it or tweak it or do something like that. You know, find some way to bend it around. But yeah, I just put too much thought and judgment into it if I'm actually focused on it. I was doing good on the solo on Red House, and then someone actually I was. Before that, there was a solo I did on my first album at Scott McAway's. There's a song called Sleep. And I should probably do that song again. But it comes apart for the solo, and it's just in the bass and drums. He's like, you don't want to put anything else in there? I'm like, no, I just want to come in with the solo. And he's like, all right, cool. He had this really cool Stratocaster. It had two single coils and a humbucker in the bridge. The humbucker in the bridge could be tapped down to a single coil, and the two single coils can be tapped up to humbuckers. There were some humbuckers in a single coil slot, so it could be three humbuckers. It could be anything. It could be all three. I was like, oh my god, that's fucking genius. And the only thing that I would have changed about it, would have made it out of mahogany. He was building guitars long before it was like through Warmouth and shit, long before like kits and before it was cool. And he knew all the wiring schematics and shit like that. Dude's I would say he's a certifiable genius. You know what I mean? He's a smart dude. He knows a lot of shit. He would always come over talking about like frequencies, like the basses and stuff, and like why this new rig is superior to the last rig he brought over last week and why this one has the sound he's looking for. You know, it's like, oh, I found out about bass and this, but this and this travel. So because of that, and because each little freak, I mean, I hope by now he's found some kind of peace because last I saw him, he had several custom builds on the wall, some 6-string basses, he had some 12 strings. Actually, no, I talked to him this long ago, and he had a lot of gear, but I didn't see a lot of home builds anymore. But no, he's dope, man. Scott's dope. He's one that, like, I was talking about religion with him. And I was sitting there, I was like, you know, one thing I always ask of atheists is just a simple question. And they're the only ones that have a problem with it. If you were in the room, there's no follow-up, there's no backup, there's no wrong answer. If you were in a room, there was nothing else in there but you and God, and in your heart you knew it was God, would you admit it was God? And only atheists have any kind of problem with that. And they're like, well, you know, I don't think there's any way to prove that. I just said in your heart you feel it's God. And they have to be like, well, I mean, I don't think you can feel. I'm telling you. You know how you feel like you're in love with someone? Yeah, you feel that this is God in front of you, and like, my question is it's just very simple. Yes or no. There's no secondary questions. Yes or no. Are you going to admit that that's God, or are you going to go, nah, I'm thinking I'm having a neural firing? There's no judgment on it. Which would you choose? Well, I mean, and they always got to lay a lot of tracks they can back because they know what they would do. Well, in that case, it's not a trap. There's nothing else after this. After like 45 minutes of going, well, yes, if you could finally, and then they make these very fine parameters. If they, and then this, and my brother was like, and this is never going to happen. But it's in the unlikely case that I'm in a room and it's again, it's never going to happen. Like, we get that, dude. I got that. I got it. Yes or no? But in that case, blah, 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 yes, I guess I would have to say that I would probably agree that that was God. Okay. 45 minutes for a yes. Well, I know it's not that easy. It is that easy. And atheists are the only ones that ever have a problem with that. Well, because they because what? Just can go, yeah, or no. You got to bullshit your way because you think it's a fucking trap. And so as soon as whatever you think is, you know what I mean, you can't figure out the trap. But there's no trap because you're expecting the Christian to go, in that case, how come? You know what I mean? But I'm not doing that. I'm not a Christian. I'm just asking, and I've said that there's no trap and there's no further questions asked after. Just simple yes or no. Can't do it, man. Cannot do, not on first go. Oh, I'm sure after I've said this now, I'm like, ask me. Yeah, fuck you. There was a guy in one of these forums, and it was talking about how it was just atheists have their little memes that they send out that they think are so fucking funny, and Christians have their memes that they send out that they think are so funny about atheists. And this one is like, how can you tell? It's the same. The atheists have the same meme they send out. How can you tell that someone's a Christian? Oh, they'll tell you. And then it's like, how can you tell someone's atheist? Oh, they'll tell you. And this person comes charging in. It's like, that's bullshit. Blah, 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 blah. And so starts talking about how he's an atheist. But but you can't label all, like, you just told us you're an atheist. You know what I mean? So no one asked you. But you had to come in here and go, that's bullshit. I'm an atheist. And so then I said something about, like, and another thing, I've never met an atheist that didn't have dad issues or wasn't Catholic. Those are the major ones. Like, there's some dad issues there, especially with guys. Like, dad died young. Dad is a disappointment, and God represents the ultimate dad figure. And so, like, how could you let this happen? As if not everyone, like, in history has had their parent die on them. So even if your dad stayed around or whatever, eventually it would break your heart when you had to let his bed side and watch him go, and then go, why, God, he was 103. It's gonna break your heart at some point in time, anyways. So just all of us, every single one, man. We're gonna break somebody's heart at some point in time. But yeah, I'm just available like I said in the description. If anyone needs to talk, like a private chat or whatever, you just email me. If you give me some time to, read my mail. I might be watching TV, but I check my mail and stuff pretty frequently to see if anything changes. And yeah. Yeah, if you need a private thing, I'll just reply with a link to like a private video and either private chat and or just like a Facebook chat or something if you want to talk, or if you just want to type talk while I do this, or you just want to listen to music while I say stupid shit in between. I got nothing to do, man. I'm smoking pot and hanging out here. It'd be cool to hang out with some people. So, anyways, I'm available. Have a good one. Take care.